We usually think of professional development as something that happens to us, right? A mandatory training session, a course your manager suggests. But what if we slip that? What if we started treating our own development like a personal project? Imagine having a blueprint, not for a building, but for your own career. Well, that's exactly what we're going to dive into today.
Seriously, just take a second and think about that. The skills that got you your job right now, the stuff you're an expert in, are they going to be just as valuable in, say, 2 years? What about 5? It's a pretty tough question, I know, but it's absolutely at the heart of staying relevant in today's world. And that brings us right to our first big idea, this concept of a skills expiration date. Now look, this isn't meant to freak you out. It's just the new reality. It's the rule of the game in a world that never, ever stops changing. I mean, this line says it all, doesn't it? It's such a simple but powerful truth about the modern workplace. Technology is constantly evolving. Entire industries are pivoting, and new challenges are popping up all the time. The skills that made you a rock star yesterday might just be the bare minimum tomorrow. Sticking with only what you know now is kind of like trying to find your way around a new city using a map from 10 years ago. You're just going to get lost. Okay, so if our skills can go out of date, what do? We don't just sit back and wait. We build. And this is where we make a huge shift. We stop being passive passengers, and we become the architects of our own careers. It is time to design your personal growth blueprint. So you've probably heard this phrase, Competency Development Plan, thrown around in a meeting, and let's be honest, it sounds a little corporate and stuffy, right? But let's just strip away all that jargon. All it really means is having your own intentional plan for what you want to learn and how you're going to do it. That's it. It's your blueprint. Simple as that. And this right here, this is the absolute key. This is what our source material drills down on. It's not just a nice idea. It's a command for anyone who wants to succeed. The most successful people out there don't just accidentally learn new things. They make a deliberate, focused plan to get those skills. This is the foundation for everything else we're talking about. All right, so you've got this idea of a blueprint. Fantastic. But how do you actually build the thing? Well, you don't build a house in a day. The real magic is in the daily process. It's about laying one single brick at a time. This is all about the power of daily learning.
And this is the secret sauce. So many of us think we need to block out an entire week for some massive, intense training session. But that just leads to burnout, right? The real strategy, the one that actually works, is all about small, consistent, daily effort. A little bit of learning every single day. That's how you build momentum. That's how you create real, lasting skills. So, how do you actually do it? It's this easy. First, just target one skill. Not 10, just one. What's one thing you want to get better at? Second, find your resource. This could be anything, a book, a podcast, a YouTube channel, an online course, whatever works for you. And third, and this is the most important part, you have to commit to the habit. 15 minutes a day, 30 minutes, whatever it is, you make it a non-negotiable part of your daily routine. And you know what? When you actually commit to that little daily habit, that's when you start to see the ultimate payoff. You're not just putting out fires or reacting to change anymore. You are actively building a career that's strong, valuable, and totally ready for whatever comes next. Just look at the difference here. On one side, you have the reactive professional. They're always playing catch-up, waiting until their skills are totally outdated before they scramble to learn something new. But the future-ready professional, the person with the blueprint, they are proactive. They see learning not as a chore they have to do, but as a genuine opportunity to get ahead of the curve. So which side of this chart do you want to be on?
And the rewards for being proactive? Oh, they are huge. You're not just learning one new thing, you're building a long-term capability to learn and adapt for your entire career. That directly boosts your value in the job market, no question. And it creates a ripple effect. When you get better, you help make your whole team more prepared for the future too. So let's bring this all home. This daily practice, this commitment to your blueprint, it is so much more than just professional development. Every article you read, every tutorial you watch, every new thing you try, it's a deliberate act of construction. You are literally, brick by brick, building your own future. So, I'm going to leave you with this one last question. Forget about some huge, overwhelming 5-year plan for a second. Right now, today, what's the one small thing you can do to start building? What's the very first brick you're going to lay?